it's Nancy with Nancy's Nibbles of Life, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new around here, welcome. My name is Nancy, and I'm on the WW Personal Points program. My 0-point foods are corn and popcorn, lean turkey and chicken, fruits and vegetables, and also fish and shrimp. So welcome to the channel. I have a grocery haul for you today, and it's from Trader Joe's. So I can't wait to show you what I picked up. It's just a small haul, and I also stopped at Kroger. So are you ready to get into it? Let's go. So I have my groceries still in the bag, and I'm just going to get into it. So one of my favorite things that Trader Joe's sells are these Marzano tomatoes. Oh my goodness, guys. These things are so sweet. They are one of the best tomatoes that I've ever eaten. And it's a mini tomato. It says a mini San Marzano plum tomato. They are so sweet and so good. I couldn't wait to get back to buy another bag of these. So those tomatoes. I also picked up some green onion. I love putting the green onion in my wraps, of course, and my salads. One of my favorite things at Trader Joe's are their corn tortillas. You know, they are so thick. They're 4 points for $2, but they are so thick and tasty. You know, you just really taste the corn flavor. You know, sometimes you can buy corn tortillas and they're just so produced, you know, that you don't hardly even taste the corn flavor. But the corn tortillas over at Trader Joe's, I love them. Okay, so I also picked up some of the shredded light low mozzarella cheese. It's so good. This is the part skim. 2 points for this cheese, and it is so good. And it melts beautifully. So if you see this cheese over at Trader Joe's, pick it up. I love it. I also picked up a medley of vegetables, frozen vegetables. These are good because they have a little butter sauce that they're seasoned in. I love that. Another thing that Trader Joe's does really well are their hash browns. You know, they're 4 points a piece, and they are so excellent in the air fryer. So if you've not tried these yet, you got to pick them up. You just cook them in the air fryer. Oh my goodness, at 400, probably, I don't know, 10 to 12 minutes, but keep an eye on them. But they get crispy like a McDonald's hash brown. So, you know, you got to give those a try. I love McDonald's breakfast, but it doesn't love me. So I like to make those hash browns right here at home. Okay. You know, I normally don't pick this up, but I did this week. Peeled garlic, premium peeled garlic. You know, I love to cook with garlic, and sometimes having them already peeled and clean for you is a great little shortcut. The only problem with that, of course, is that sometimes the quality slips when you have it peeled for you, because that means that they have been out for a little while. So it's not at, you know, premium freshness. Okay, I picked up a couple of bell peppers. I was going to pick up the mini bell peppers today, but they only have the larger size, and there were so many in there for $5. And I thought, there's no way I'm going to get through these bell peppers, the mini bell peppers, before they kind of go bad on me, and because it was a big bag. So I just picked up 2 of these. I love the red bell pepper. It's so sweet, don't you think? Another frozen item, of course, I had to pick up some corn. 0 points for me. I love the sweet corn over at Trader Joe's in the frozen section. It's like a white corn. It's so good. Okay, my favorites that I've been loving lately, the steamed chicken soup dumplings over at Trader Joe's. I got 2 boxes of these. So yummy. 7 smart points or personal points. You know, I picked up the pork the last time, and I believe they were 9. And so I was a little shocked that the points had gone up for 1 point on the personal points program, but these stayed at 7. So I was really glad to see that. So I just got the chicken and not the pork this time. But these are steamed soup dumplings, and you throw them in your steamer. You can even do them in the microwave, and the taste is so authentic to, you know, a dumpling you might pick up at a restaurant. So to have it right in the freezer and pop it out whenever you have a dumpling craving is really, really good. Okay, some ground turkey. Of course, I picked up the 99% lean because it's 0 points on my plan. Their ground turkey is really good. And actually today I'm making nachos. So I'm going to use some of this ground turkey, add a little taco seasoning to it, add a couple of tortillas into my air fryer, and kind of cut them in triangles to make nacho size chips. So good. Okay, I have been loving shiitake mushrooms. You know, I love mushrooms, period. But sometimes the portobello or the button are flavorless in the grocery store. And I've really discovered that the shiitake mushroom has that earthy umami flavor to it, you know. So I'm going to pick up the shiitakes from now on for my mushroom cravings because it really does have a much more pronounced mushroom flavor to me. Okay, last but not least, and because why not, a bottle of Prosecco. So this was $5.99. It's the Campari Prosecco. I love Prosecco. So I will be throwing that in the fridge to enjoy soon, maybe over the weekends. We're still kind of enjoying the holiday season, so why not? Also at Trader Joe's, I picked up these beautiful flowers. You know, Trader Joe's has great flowers. So this is a dozen yellow roses and eucalyptus. Their eucalyptus will just really, you know, give your kitchen a wonderful flavor. And some folks, of course, put them in the shower. You know, I love eucalyptus. Okay, let's move on to the few things that I picked up over at Kroger. Okay, so I love Trader Joe's, but sometimes you can't find everything you need at Trader Joe's. For example, this Monterey Jack queso. I love this cheese. It's only 2 points. And of course I told you I'd be making nachos today, so I love having this with the nachos. And so their store brand of queso, I really like it. Saves you a couple of bucks, and it has a nice little chili bite to it, little spice to it. I really love it. So I picked that up at Kroger. I also picked up some vegetable oil cooking spray. You can never have too much of that. I picked up an acorn squash. You know, I have an interesting story about this. So, of course, winter squash is everywhere these days, and I love trying them because I'm always amazed at the flavor and the texture and the hardiness of a squash. So instead of a mashed potato, for example, I'll have something like a kombucha squash, mash that up and have that instead. Or I will have some spaghetti squash or butternut squash, all 0 points. And again, just kind of takes the place of a carb, a rice or a potato for me. So I tried an acorn squash recently. And so I skinned it, diced it, and put it in my air fryer and cooked it like I would a butternut squash. And oh my goodness. I think it was the first time that I prepared this at all. I believe I've had it sliced before, but for some reason, without the skin and diced in the air fryer, it was like tater tots. I'm telling you, it was so good. So I don't know what it is about the acorn squash that mimics a potato almost. So I went to enter it into the tracker and discovered that it's 1 point for a half a cup. So I was like, what? Isn't squash 0? But you know, it's very close to a potato because it's starchy. So it's a non-starch, it's a starchy vegetable. So it has points to it. It's not a non-starchy, which is 0. So I was surprised to see that, but 1 point for a half a cup, worth it. So I'm going to be buying more of those. I'm telling you, those things were so good. And so I went on to Connect in the Zero Foods page and said, hey, why isn't this 0? And someone mentioned it was because it's such a starchy squash. So there you go. All right, I love popcorn. It's one of my favorite snacks, and at 0 points now because it's a 0 point food for me, I'm having it more often, and I love this Colonel Seasonings, the kettle corn. It's my favorite. So I picked up another one of those. We got some black pepper. We needed some black pepper. And then lastly, I picked up some pomegranate. So they had this little cup of pomegranates on sale for 99 cents. They're already seeded. So I picked this up, and I'll be adding this to things like, you know, yogurt maybe. So really great. So that's it. That's my haul. 2 stores today, Trader Joe's and Kroger. Hope that you enjoyed that. And, you know, more grocery hauls to come, more recipes to come. If you liked the video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. It really helps the channel out. We're very close to 2,000 subscribers, and that's so exciting. All right, guys, if you have any comments, leave them below. I love answering your comments. Don't forget to give me a like, and guess what? I'll see you in the next video. Bye!